two, barely. Check, two,
hard to play.
You betcha.
It's the amp. Okay, watch it. It's kind of moving.
Hey everybody, how you doing? Rich Hufford over here at the Tempe Music Fest. We got a wonderful, beautiful April 2nd here, 2005. We've had to deal with inclement weather in the past, but this year that's not going to be the case. So looking forward to having a great time, and just thank everybody for coming out. We hope you enjoy the show. Alright, let's push it forward.
And let's push it forward a little bit as far as we can.
It's not
pivots. There we go.
program at all, right? It doesn't have to be, so if it isn't, don't worry about it.
My name's Stephen Hill. I'm entertainment coordinator for this year's one-day function here in the park. It'll be a wonderful day, I'm sure. As you can see, minimal clouds, no wind, no rain, just a lot of people, a lot of beer sales, a lot of water sales, and we're gonna rock and roll.
12:15. We're a little late opening the front gates, but these are our first people coming in for the third time music festival. Put the camera up in the sky. It's blue. We haven't had blue skies in 2 years, so we'll see what happens this time around.
Finally, it's here. You know, almost about a year ago to the day, we're standing here and the rains were coming down.
This is Nick reporting from the Pepsi Smash stage. In front of that is just a big flooded area. Like all the grass is completely drenched.
Okay, roger that. Thank you, Nick.
Here we are a year later. 86 degrees, total sunshine, little cool breeze. It's unbelievable. Mother Nature gave us a pardon today. So.
And have a good time at the Tempe Music Festival today.
Hey, no problem. No problem.
The lineup this year, huh? I mean, are you kidding me? On this stage alone, later on today, we've got Bodine's Blues Traveler. We've got Collective Soul. We've got Live, Taking It Home. Band number 34 is live, so we got a long way to go. 3 stages throughout the park. We've got, this is obviously the main stage, compliments of Virgin Mobile. Fender guitars. Fender, one of our huge partners. That whole area over there is just all about Fender. We've got the Fender stage happening over there. They've got these skater guys, Bruce Chrisman, all throughout the day. They skate, they BMX, and then they get on stage and they jam. They all are in a band, they're all endorsed by Fender. So make sure you check that out. Also, later tonight on that stage, Crossfade, and also Lit to Take It Home over on that stage tonight. So we want to thank all of our partners that have made this possible. Of course, Virgin Mobile, Hensley Budweiser, Gatorade, Coca-Cola, Arrowhead, Circle K, of course, they're our title sponsor, and you can't miss the Circle K signs all over the place. But if it wasn't for the corporate support, this would just be another empty Sunday afternoon on the lake. So we're really glad that you're here. You guys are the dedicated folks. You're going to hear for the duration, and this is just a dream we've had ever since this park opened in 1999 when we were doing the New Year's block party. Hootie and the Blowfish, they were sound checking the night before New Year's, and my brother and I stood up at the hill back there and said, man, this is the place to do the next big music festival.
It's on our road.
We're here in Tempe, Arizona today, inside of the Crestmobile, in front of the sweepstakes forms where you can register to win a trip to Antigua Bay. As you walk through the Crestmobile, we have 8 different brushing stations, 3 different flavors to choose from. It's a great experience being inside the Crestmobile.
And tell me about the different flavors that you're trying out today.
We have a brand new flavor that came out this year, the Citrus Splash. And we also have the Mini Fresh and the Wintergreen. And those are flavors that have been out for about a year now. Also.
And where's your next destination after Tempe, Arizona?
San Antonio, Texas. Brush your teeth twice a day. Compliments of Chris. We're going to be coming to a city near you.
But once again, I'm from Mega 104, 399, 3 Arizona's Jam and R&B. Doing the mornings for you all about the old school. Right now I'm trying to find out who's in the house out there. If I have party people out there, where are you? Because we're trying to hear you up here. Are the party people over there? Or how about down here in the front? That's what I think. Well, if you guys are ready to party, why don't you put your hands together. On behalf of Beck and all of the town of Tempe, we're happy to have Zoe Bowie here.
I can't get him out of the front of the mirror. It takes him like longer than a girl. I'm gonna call you Karma.
Well, you guys, I hope you guys are having as much fun as we are. We'll see you very soon. Like I say, Barcelona every single weekend. Let's do it. Let's have a big bad voodoo daddy. How's it going, Tappy?
All right, we're here with Scotty from Big Bad Voodoo Daddy, the 3rd annual Tempe Music Festival. How you doing today?
I'm doing great.
Great set. Band threw in a little bit of Nirvana Smells Like Teen Spirit at the end of the show. What was that about?
It's all about rock and roll, man. It's the smell of Team Spirit out there.
Tell me about, as a musician, playing a show in the day has got to be different for you than the usual gig. Is it distracting to you to see the sunlight?
No, you know what? We're on the road like 210 to 225 days a year, so we play pretty much every situation. And we play so much that, excuse me, you just pick up whatever the vibe is of the day. Like, I'll look out in the crowd and I won't make a set list until 5 minutes I'm going on the stage because I want to see who's out there. And just by doing it so many times, you just kind of know what's going to happen. And then on a day gig, you just keep it kind of open because you just let it, you let the people kind of dictate what they want to do. Like, we could have easily gone into like a good 20 or 30 minutes of just like full-on second-line New Orleans kind of stuff that just, but the crowd just seemed like they wanted to boogie and dance today.
That's great. I understand in other concerts you're playing with symphony orchestras. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, earlier last year, the U.S. Air Force hired us to come out and play at Congressional Hall with them in Washington, D.C., and they did scores of concert symphonies for us. So we came out, and essentially what happens is we play our show, and then they've scored the symphony around us. So it's Big Bad Voodoo Daddy with 72 extra members, man. It's pretty intense. I always tell people in the beginning to at least go see it for the fact that if we crash on stage, if something happens, it's a real big train wreck, and it's going to be cool.
Are you going to be taking that show around the country at all? We'd love to see that come through town here.
I'd like to bring it here. Yeah, we've done about almost 3 dozen now. We've played all over the country now. We played in Canada as well, and it's sort of really starting to get honed in now. So I wouldn't see why it wouldn't come here.
That's got to be, I mean, taking a band as big as yours on the road is a production, but let alone groups that big. I'm sure that you play with symphonies in the towns that you go to, but just the logistics of organizing that's got to be huge.
Well, what's really great though is you don't have to rehearse it, because all the symphonies across the country, they're the top players, they're the top symphony orchestral players, pretty much either in the state or the country. So it's amazing as you show up that day, you rehearse one time through, and you play that night. We usually play 2 nights in a hall. It's incredible. The musicianship is great because you challenge yourself as an artist too. You have to play at the top of your game. There's no time for messing around. It's like driving a big Cadillac. I'm used to driving a little Ferrari sports car because Big Bad, we play all the time. We don't read charts. We're all straight up. But you play with the big symphony, man, and there's no turning, man. You want to stop that baby. You got to stop it slow and easy.
It's like an 18-wheeler or something like that. Well, what's coming up next for Big Bad Voodoo Daddy? What's coming up?
We're writing a new record right now, and just a full summer of. We're pretty much leaving. Actually, we leave on Wednesday, and then we don't come back pretty much until after Christmas. So it's a full schedule. Just play tour all over the country.
And are all of those solo shows not solo with the band, or some of those going to be symphony shows as well? Do you have any of those slated on the upcoming schedule?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I think there's about probably another at least 10 more to go this year for symphonies. Yeah, earlier this year, or actually end of last year, August of 2004, we did 2 nights. We're from Los Angeles, and we did 2 nights at the Hollywood Bowl with the LA Philharmonic, which we thought was as good as it gets. I mean, where we come from, that's the top of the top. But in the summertime, we're doing Chastain Park in Atlanta, which is unbelievable. It's the most beautiful place you could play, and we're playing with the Atlanta Symphony as well. So there's another real high mark. Next one is Boston Pops,
That's terrific. Any other comments you want to add for the fans here in Phoenix?
Killer place, killer show, good times always when we come here. It's a great place. Big Bad loves it out here, man, I swear.
He ain't lying. Come on.
Come on.
Big Bad Voodoo Daddy in the house. Thank you a lot, Scott.
Cheers.
From Milwaukee to Tempe, the Bodeans!
At the 3rd Annual Tempe Music Festival with Sam Yanez of the Bodeans. Welcome.
Thank you. It's nice.
They just got done playing a terrific set. Tell me about, your band has been together through 3 decades now. I don't want to say elder statesman, but we're both sporting some gray hair here. What does it feel like to have that kind of longevity in a music business that really doesn't see a lot of artists last that long?
Well, that's the real prize, is being able to being allowed to do it for this many years and having people still come out and enjoy the music, I mean, that's all you can really ask for. You know, we've seen many bands like shoot to the top and then they kind of disappear, but we've kind of always had this middle ground, and I'm thankful for that, you know?
Yeah. Well, it's got to be great to be able to make a living doing what you love, right?
Oh, completely, man. It's a gift, a real gift. It's people's dreams, you know, we're living it, so it's like, you know, I never really wanted to be super famous. I'm not cut out for that sort of thing, so it kind of worked out real well for us that way, you know?
About what's in the future for the Bodines?
Well, just more of the same. You know, we put out a record last July, I think, and then we just recorded a live record. We're gonna put that out pretty soon, and then we're gonna be. Yeah. Hopefully by fall it'll be out. Hopefully maybe sooner, but it's hard to say for sure. And then we're gonna be in the studio working on our next studio record. So.
God, is it gorgeous here or what? Look at all this. Fall. It's like the first summery kind of gig we've done this year. Summer is upon us.
All right, we're here at the 3rd Annual Tempe Music Festival. I'm Thomas Bond with Chad Taylor and Chad Gracie of Live. They're getting ready to go on stage. How does it feel?
Great. Awesome. We just got to the gig. Collective Soul's on right now. We're warming the crowd up, and we're going to have to go out there and rizzock the people.
Oh, yes. And you guys are regulars here. You did the New Year's Eve block party just a couple of years ago, right? How was that?
That was great, too. It feels like a little bit of home right now with this stage.
And some home cooking on the buffet here. I don't know if you've enjoyed some of that yet. What do you think is one of the keys to longevity in a modern music business where a lot of artists don't have that?
Don't suck.
The simplest answer is always the best, isn't it? How about you, Chad? Any secret?
I think the secret for us has been just our friendship and our will to play music together and have fun. Tour, go all around the world with our friends. So.
Hey, 2 Chads in one band. Tell me what's coming up for the band. Do you have a new album in the works? What's going on with some new music?
Well, we're starting to work on a new record right now. We're looking at probably a November release, September single, something like that. So really, really exciting time for our band. We seem to have a lot of focus right now. We've all had sort of, experiences outside of the band, having babies, getting married.
Living a life, getting a life. Hey, family man, I'm right with you. Who's got kids?
Yeah, well, everybody in the band has kids except for this guy. He's just getting married. So the last single member of mine is going down.
Hey, congratulations. That's great. Is that happening this year?
Yeah, July.
Congratulations, man. That's beautiful. Hey, I appreciate you guys taking the time.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, man.
Thank you very much. All right, it's Thomas Bond here, 3rd Annual Tempe Music Fest with Ed, who is the
lead singer of Collective Soul.
You just told me you were the luckiest man in the world. You changed your mind?
No, being the lead singer of Collective Soul is lucky, man. Check this.
I believe he is correct in that statement. Hey, great set tonight. What was special about it for you?
You know what? I got to be honest with you. John Popper getting on stage with us because in 1994 at Woodstock, it was us, Blues Travelers, Live, and Sheryl Crow. This is like the same thing. It truly was. And, I just saw Ed and I haven't seen him since then. It's kind of great. So we've... I was 12 at the time. I'm only 23. Oh, don't worry. No, it was truly like a great moment because we did the Woodstock in 99 or whenever that was. And that wasn't the same vibe as it was in 94. It was a great vibe then. So to be able to reunite with the guys...
Ed, you're so serious.
Hey, that's great that you got to be on stage. You pulled him on stage to do the tune with you. He was talking with us before that, saying he was saying something about you guys playing a dropped key or something. He wasn't sure which harmonica to bring, but it worked out well.
I write songs. I don't know what key. I'm not being weird. I write the songs and I go to the band. I go, hey, check this out, and they go, oh, that sucks. And I go, okay, let me give you another one. They go, that's cool. I don't know theory. I studied it years ago, and I don't care about it anymore. I just want to write a good song. So,
well, you've written plenty of those, and you played a lot of them tonight. Tell me about what you have in future for the band. You obviously just put out the new album. Big tour plans over the summer. What's in store for Collective Soul?
Yeah, we're touring for the rest of the year, and we're actually doing 2 nights with the Atlanta Youth Symphony in Atlanta. That's our hometown. And we're doing a live DVD and a live CD with them for 2 nights in a symphony hall in Atlanta, which is a very special
hometown thing. Are you going to have some of the songs orchestrated? Is it going to be a chorus or instruments only? What is it?
All of it will be orchestrated. It'll be 21 songs orchestrated with the Youth Symphony. So it's hopefully it'll work out just fine. We're still working on it, but it'll be great. It's a dream come true for me.
That sounds terrific, and especially to do it in your home.
Kind of like this right here.
Another dream come true. Hey, Ed, Collective Soul, the luckiest man in the world. Thanks a lot for your time.
Thank you, man. Thank you so much.
How you guys doing? It's great to be back. We were here 2 years ago, New Year's Eve, right? I don't remember much of that night. But that's the way New Year's Eve's supposed to be, right?
single day.